New information about a humpback whale who washed ashore. Good evening. I'm Madeline Overturf.
And I'm Charlie Sakaitis. Welcome to our news at 6. We begin tonight with a scene troubling beachgoers and animal lovers alike. On your screen now is the location that the whale was found in Delaware Seashore State Park.
It's a story you saw first on Coast TV News at 11, a 30-foot, 14-ton humpback whale stranding itself off Conquest Road. Since then, Mayor has spent the day performing an autopsy on that whale. Coast TV News reporter Emma Aiken live in Delaware Seashore State Park. Emma, the whale has since been buried.
Maddie, just hours ago, a dead humpback whale was laying here on this sand. Now the whale is actually buried beneath the sand here, and you can see over here there is still a little bit of remnants of the whale, and we're told there was no obvious signs of how she died. A 14-ton beached humpback whale on Delaware's coast.
It was kind of sad. I mean, it was majestic, but it was sad.
David Lemur saw the scene unfold.
I'd never seen anything like it. It was basically a big white blob. Then as it got closer, you could see there were black stripes, like a big round belly almost.
And that big bubble is actually the whale's swollen tongue from air in their stomach when they die, according to the Mayor Institute. Mayor Suzanne Thurman says they don't know what caused her death, but they're collecting tissue samples to learn all they can.
Sometimes we can detect the presence of illness, disease, parasites that aren't visible to the eye. So most of the time it has to do with disease pathology. So we'll be really interested to see what happened. Or did she get separated from her mother? That's a possibility.
Mayor says the whale was a female younger than 1 year old. Mayor says it's a tragic but also fascinating event to learn more about this giant mammal, something beachgoers will never forget.
It's an awesome sight. When you're used to seeing shells and seagulls and maybe a seal or a dolphin in the water, I mean, to see something that huge and that majestic, it's really an unbelievable sight.
Mayor says burying a whale actually helps the ecosystem and allows other organisms to feed on it. Live in Delaware Seashore State Park, Emma Aiken, Coast TV News.
And this isn't the first time in the last year that a whale has washed up on shore. In May, a young fin whale was found on the north side of the Indian River Inlet Bridge. Mayor says the whale was extremely thin, emaciated, indicating a long-term underlying condition. And this brings us to our Coast TV poll. We want to know what should be done with the whale.
Let's take a look at the updated results from last news hour. Take a look at your screen. And we're actually asking now what you think causes the most whale strandings here. 65% say illness or injury, 12% say ship strikes, 17% say natural causes, and 6% say pollution.
And that is because they ended up
burying it.
that
They
whale,
did.
So we actually know what they did with the whale.
Exactly.
If you haven't voted just yet, you can go do that at coasttv.com or use the Coast TV mobile app. We'll show you updated results on Coast TV News at 11.